There's no point in going on an alt unless you can solo run an orb, or it's a warlock, really.
I'm talking about leatherworking. Not getting on an alt in here.
Um,
All right.
Touch stumps.
right now, it basically lasts the whole week. Your Vantis ring, you just target the boss, pop it, more or less, and boom. You get extra stuff all week.
You don't have to target the boss, it automatically does it for you.
Excellent.
So now we just need group 3 to get here so I can give them buff.
382 monk.
He just linked me ahead of the curve, too. Bring him
Why
in.
not? Yeah.
It's a mage with just 381.
We'll just need another healer or two if we keep.
Yeah. Do we already need another healer?
Well, if we go 2 more people, we should go like warlock, healer, and then
Okay.
we can go another monk or something.
Okay.
But worst case scenario, I know I can trust 2 of you guys to run a orb normally on the right side, but that guy left probably because we.
Hey,
I want mage if you guys for intellect buff.
So with everybody's help, I managed to get a cauldron. So thanks everybody. We'll have a cauldron for this.
Woo!
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. You're the best.
Thanks Starvin and Slow too. And Miru, because she gave me flask last week.
Thanks for the summon. Thanks for the summon.
Yeah, I did.
Thanks a bunch. Cram, do you mind relinking the, thank you.
Well, just I guess general health announcements, what's going on in the next week in the game. Your artifact knowledge will come back and start gaining again next Tuesday. So if you do your island expeditions and you get that treasure map, don't pop it until like Sunday or Monday, so you don't open up the quest or whatever, completing the mission, so you can get a little extra AP on Tuesday when you open it.
Wait, so what are they doing for AP?
Just like in Legion, you know, you had artifact knowledge where that went up by a scale every week. That's starting back up again. So what it is, it reduces how much AP you need for each level.
Oh, okay.
So if you need 50k to go from 36 to 37, it might be you only need 32k or something like that to go to level instead.
Oh, okay.
I'm only about halfway to level 38.
38 is probably where you really want to be. So if you get Azerite gear the first week, you won't have to lose traits to wear it while wearing it. The only thing you'll lose is possibly like the 5 item level increase.
It's just taking forever to get through 37. I usually level up pretty fast, but now it's going really slow.
Yeah, artifact knowledge has been stopped at this pace since like when 8.1 dropped. But don't worry, at least you're not that Russian guy who's like level 45 with his neck. And the necks are capping out at level 50 supposedly.
Ouch.
So sounds like you wasted a lot of time farming it now. And only the Mythic Raiders are really doing super hard farming because the R38 is their 40.
So one of my kittens has gotten into this cute little habit. When he jumps or is playing or really doing anything, he chirps. So like you always know he's there because he'll jump up and he'll do a little chirp, and then he'll jump down and he'll chirp.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Up.
Somebody ran too close with a portal.
Beware.
Well, that stinks.
You can't reset it.
Beware.
Just go ahead and die. I think someone has a res on him, so we can die and he can res us if he likes.
Beware.
Way to go.
I would say something mean about warlocks, but I think we need them.
Just say something mean about hunters, because that's what he really is.
Well, everything's a hunter
Actually,
weapon.
a demon hunter. So.
No, he was a hunter in vanilla, so
Oh, okay.
oh yeah, I forgot you had the Shadow Priest too for PvP.
If you stay dead too long, you get cat humped. That's my rule.
A lap dance is a lap dance, right, buddy?
Poor Barry. Do we have lust?
We got fake lust.
Well, drums, I guess. I mean,
Cram, I have every buff for you. Don't you worry. I got intellect, I got stam, I got your coveted battle shout.
oh, I don't care about battle shout.
I do.
I know, but I have like 15 of those. 14 the priest buffs and 22 mage buffs.
Oh, damn. What are you making that from?
Inscription. The same thing that made you a rune to.
Didn't realize they did all that.
Oh, chat locals.
I read it, I just don't have an opinion on it.
I think Stinky needs to give the new guy the pug some gold for that.
Whoa. I'm super poor. I don't agree to that. We stopped gambling, so I stopped going up in gold.
Okay.
Alright.
So I recognize most of the names in Discord. I'm gonna go on a limb, and Varky might be the monk modern. God, it's good.
I mean,
We will have to have 3 groups running with this comp with a raid size of 12. We should be able to do it with 3. The only question is timing between the first buff wearing off and the second one possibly. We have 1 extra DPS that's kind of floating around. I don't know if we want it to be Stinky, Mangara, Berry. What my hypothesis is that we'll have Stinky and Berry do the first one. Mangara would be ready for orb number 4 if one of them still has the debuff or it's about to expire, so he can start it at least. I know when we did this with 12 before, we had about 20 seconds possible of overlap. At least for the first group. So that means if you're doing group 3, if you're group 3, group 4, the quicker that you start your debuff, the better it will be for the raid. So be ready to go when it's your turn. I may not be able to call everything because I swipe too much.
So 2 is left, 3 is right, 4 is
And then group 2 is left, group 3 is right, group 4 is left again. Okay. Group 4, you have a portal that you're normally not used to. Would you rather not have the portal? So I can give it to the druid.
It doesn't matter to me. It's up to
yeah.
Cram.
We usually do all right without it.
You can just switch us in group 4 and the druid group in spots.
Okay, so recheck your groups, TPS. Anyone have any questions about this other than silly? I know you are, but you got that lock run speed thing you do. That like drains your health or something? Yeah. Yep, you are on the left. Mangar is staying down the DPS the first time around. Barry and Stinky are doing the portal or running the orb for the first. Remember, if you're DPS on the bottom, the terrors are your main priority. Not planning on it, so because phase 2 would be harder for you to run because it's more damage.
Five, four, three, two, one. Three, two, one.
Stinky.
Tinky, you're running, right?
Beware. Beware.
Three, two,
Next group.
one.
Beware.
Dunking.
Mangara. I mean, Stavern. We go up now.
No, you guys are changed.
Oh, we're changed. Dang it.
Beware.
Yeah, you're not up. There's no
Got a little
orb.
closer, Cram.
Blight spreader's up.
We're dunking.
Well, it's gonna be a wipe. Healers are dead. So if Marubia and Stavern can dunk,
Beware.
I'm down already.
so was that just? I'm guessing torment damage because we didn't interrupt. Two out of three ain't bad.
And again, remember, if you're doing your DPS to the Dark Young, that's not really helping us much because the big beam's going to kill it anyway. Focus on all the worms and interrupt them. Just keep that big one interrupted. You really don't have to DPS it either.
Yeah, guys, we need more interrupts. I know some of you are running at times, but I'm looking at the interrupts, and if anyone else run meters, you can see what I'm looking at. Only looks like 2 people are doing the majority of the interrupts, which is pathetic. We can do better than that. So if that means you're DPSing one terror and the one next to you is doing his thing, you can switch over, interrupt, and come back. It's better to interrupt than just DPS harder on ones.
Group 2, get up there, get ready.
Just to make sure, Barry and Stinky go first. Cram, Farron are going right. Ruby and Savin, you're the third group, or the last group dunking each.
Five, four, three, two, one. Three, two, one.
Beware.
Next group, go.
Dunking.
Three, two, one. I need to get closer. A power matrix is ready for acquisition.
Cram back up.
Bad warms up into.
One.
Dunking.
Druids.
Three, two, one. I'm out of range.
We dropped it.
I can't attack that target. Three, two, one.
I don't have the debuff. I can get it with you, I think.
Beware.
Nope, died.
Beware.
I think that first phase went okay that time if it wouldn't have been for the drop. So we're getting used to it again.
It's different when you don't have 2 lock portals, right?
Was it after the second Dark Young came out? If so, that shouldn't happen.
If it's the worm, if the tank doesn't get aggro first, it will like one shot smack you and kill you.
It wasn't the worm.
He stood in Dark Young's massive smash. Is that the purple circle of poop?
No, he does a cleave in front of him every once in a while. It's that.
The one thing we did miss on the bottom was the first interrupt on the big worm. It almost killed a lot of people, but we have some good healers today. That first group, Stinky and Barry, are you guys actually throwing to each other, or is one of you guys actually getting down there by?
I'm getting the majority of the way down there, and then he's finishing it off.
So you end up like 10 feet short or something.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I saw. I was just double checking.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dunking.
Group 2, next group.
Three, 2, 1.
Duncan.
3, 2, 1.
Next group, be ready. Interrupt big.
Beware. Beware.
All right, a little closer.
3,
Big worm interrupt.
1.
Beware.
Okay, just a little further if you can. There you go. Right there's good.
Three, 2, 1.
Beware.
Group up, get healed up. Do
Beware.
personals, don't stand poop.
Now we're gonna reset this. Yeah, each pull's getting better, but that was still a few seconds too slow.
If you're not running orb kicking's your responsibility, but we gotta make sure the big worm is kicked over all the other ones. Because he does a big AoE that drops people's health by like 40 to 50%. And then if they take any other damage, it becomes good luck saving them. Especially if you're an orb runner really far away.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dunking.
Next would be up there.
Three, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dunking.
Druids, be ready.
3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
A little further.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Okay, right, a little bit back. Good, right.
Beware. Beware.
Group up, not in the poop. There's lava in the middle. Barry, what's the timer on your debuff if you have?
30 seconds.
Three, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1.
It's clearing now.
Beware.
Okay, group 2.
Three, 2, 1.
Beware.
Three, 2,
Come back.
1.
Little more.
Beware.
Three,
It got dropped because he died.
1.
And you can't sustain yourself, can you? No.
Beware.
He had it, and yeah.
Stinky, do you know if you're on the same debuff timer, or was yours a little bit shorter? A little bit. Cram, Farron, did you take a chance to peek at your timer on your deep?
We were at about a minute left when we switched into phase 2.
No one would happen to know how long it actually takes you to run that down and dunk.
I think we would have been fine once we got the first group going. It would have worked out pretty perfectly.
Yeah, like the first second phase, ours is like a tad slower just because I don't have my metamorphosis to give me that little jump, but I'm still like the majority of the way down there before I have to pass it off.
Do you maybe want to have Marcus do the first one then? Oh no, you only want him to run 1 orb. Never mind.
I could go up the first time and put my transcendence up, and then go up with whatever that group is, and then like heal people and help carry that orb. There wasn't that much to heal down below.
Yeah, you might even be able to solo run it with the portal with your go roll transcendence.
I can.
Like our first go was fine. It was our second go that we were both kind of getting squished up there.
Well, that's what he's saying. When he'll have to go up there sometime in phase 1 and just drop his spirit transcendence thing. So then when it happens, orb number 1 in the second phase, he picks it up, uses the portal, roll transcendence. He might be able to dunk it himself.
Oh, okay.
Just anyone who's not a Windwalker can't do it the first time around because the transcendence needs to be. So right now we have group, I don't know what they are, 5, which is Slow Motions and Mangara is the super mega backup group. Mangara don't plan on going up there unless things go really bad, and we're probably going to reset if that happens anyway. So don't plan.
Right.
Then Farron or Cramuel call out if your debuff won't be up in time. Then we can have Barry go up there and start carrying it for one of you guys to go help her then in phase 2. Something like that. We can piecemeal it together if necessary. But we should be fine.
Alright.
Plus, if Marcus can actually solo it, then we can get more DPS on the boss at the beginning of that phase, which should make getting to phase 3.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Next group, get ready.
A little closer. Closer, please. Closer.
3, 2, 1.
Dunking.
Beware.
At corruption, hold on. I'm getting someone to top me.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Donkey.
Druids go.
Three, two, one.
There, a little back.
Attack that target. It's too far away.
Right there's
2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
Watch the gray orbs.
Beware.
Another one coming into the group. Watch.
So Marcus is soloing right now.
Let's
I'm at
see if you
40
can do it.
seconds.
Yeah.
Three, two, one.
You get Barry up here because I got 40.
So very stinky go right.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, our debuff's still on. I can't do anything.
You got 5 seconds.
Beware.
Other side, Barry.
Why is it on the other side? Well,
3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2.
I want to get close to the left side, but
Beware. Beware.
2, 1.
Beware.
3, 2,
dunking.
1.
Druids, you get the
Beware.
wait, what?
It's cramming it.
cram if you don't get the portal. My bad.
Lock portal's gone too.
2, 1.
So you get it without they can do.
I'm good.
Beware.
I'm out of range. 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
I died.
Reset it.
3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Did that debuff just last any longer because it took longer for you guys to dunk it?
No idea.
And on that phase 2 there, remember the goal was to kill that first ad that spawns out of the blood ring. So DPS should be focused on that ad. And only the tanks and possibly the last group to dunk should be in that ring.
I think we would have been fine there. Just bad luck on the corruption. Cram got it as he was going up there, so he was a bit down on it.
Yeah, it kind of slowed me down too. But I think that worked out fine. I mean, having slow doing the left side on the second. By that time, Barry and Stinky's ready to go on the right side.
So we're going to be going right side the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it works out. Sorry for the delay. I was just looking at trying to see if there's a better way to time those orbs, because it's like when you mean can you put it back up? Your portal should stay up there as long as you don't die. As soon as you die, the portal dies.
I think it means like switching it from the left to the other side.
You just have to wait for Marcus to do his thing, and then you can put your portal up, Payne.
Yeah, as long as Marcus uses it first, then I don't see a problem with it. Because I think Cram and Farron are fine without a portal, because these two have been paired up together forever. So I don't see a problem with that as long as Cram and Farron are still good without.
Yeah, I didn't even use it that time, which didn't get.
It wasn't up by the time we got up there, so.
Yeah, Stinky guy had to die.
He smells so bad. Why do we keep letting him around?
Because we like his lock portal.
Insomniac and Healthstone. He's good for something.
Actually, speaking of Hellstones, can I get some fresh Hellstones?
Alright, the cookie pot's up.
Stinky cookies. All right.
They're up over.
5, 4,
Barry, Stinky, get.
2, 1. Three, 2, 1.
Beware.
Next group, get.
Dunking.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dunking.
Druids, get. Go.
1.
Interrupt on Skull.
That's it right there. Low back.
Beware. Beware.
Gather up around the center.
We were fast for this phase.
Barry, what's your debuff at?
It's at 45 seconds.
Okay, Marcus, get ready.
I just took the portal. Feel free to replace it.
3, 2, 1.
Dunking.
Beware.
We're still at 20 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Okay, grabbing it now.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Up there, Baron.
Tanks and last group only.
3,
Okay, dunking.
2, 1.
Beware.
Priest,
Show this
another.
Three, two, one.
Beware.
Dunking.
Beware.
Very nice.
3, 2,
Spike the boss all you got.
Beware.
Dodge pizza slice, pepperoni, and you're good.
three, two, one.
Still in phase 2, we didn't push enough DP.
3, 2, 1.
Grab the ad that's got a dial.
Beware.
Too many people stood.
Beware.
Void the circle. Boss is taking no damage, so make sure you kill him.
Three, two, one.
Beware. Beware.
Should I get my Ruby up?
Yes.
If you can.
2,
Don't stand in pepperonis.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Look away.
3, 2, 1.
Resnox.
Beware. Beware.
We have 2 reses. Get people up
3,
quick.
2, 1.
3,
It's gotta be
Moderate and
stinkier
not
like
full.
that.
1.
Watch out.
Are you kidding?
Beware.
Oh, man.
You're on the opposite side of the room and I couldn't get to.
Beware.
It's all good. That was,
I died like as soon as I rezzed anyway.
Beware.
If you can reset it, if not, we can run that.
3,
that was the furthest we made it, so no, we saw pretty much everything.
That was our second best attempt ever too.
that that random one early on was better.
6%.
Damn.
The big thing is we didn't actually have enough damage on Gahoon
Did
in
we
phase
lust?
2.
I was
Yes.
at the
Okay.
edge of the wall, no problem. I got feared into the wall far away from everybody.
That brings up in phase 3, you should have DBM yelling at you, says, don't look at the boss. So don't look at the boss as much as possible. Charlie and I will have the hardest problem because we don't want to get critted. Everyone else, you should be okay with not looking at the boss.
The biggest trick with the nasty little pepperonis on the floor is when you see the first ones start forming, go to where there aren't any, and then as soon as they pop, move to where they were, because where you were just at is where new pepperonis are going to be.
Thanks, Steve. We appreciate your plenty of full food. Yeah, the radius is bigger than what it appears like on there.
Yeah, because I saw the like small little circles and I was like, okay, well I'm outside of those, and then they exploded into this giant.
Yeah, it's basically they're going to cover the whole room at some point. You just gotta watch which one spawns first around you, and then once those explode, run there and get out of the area. But ideally, when we come out of phase 2, the Gahoon will be at 20% or maybe lower. I don't think he can be, but so after the yellow beam ends, he should be at 20%, where he will not take damage at that 20%. And so if we have another red circle after we dunked all the orbs, we need to get that thing dead, especially once he hits 20%, which just means we're running away from the room.
But that was great running that time, guys. That was like perfect pushover timing.
Good job, Cram, leading the way DPS wise.
I'm a little shocked on that.
If you're too cheap to pre-pot, at least pot during the fight.
Pre-potting really on this fight doesn't make that much of a difference.
That is true, because it's just for ads and stuff.
Does
True,
anybody
but it'll
need a
make us
pot?
feel better.
Fair.
The quicker you get down the first set of terrors, the quicker you can get down the set.
Mm-hmm.
All right, focus up. We got this. Let's make our daddies proud and mommy Maru.
5, 4,
Let's do 14% better.
2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dunking?
Beware.
Next group, be ready. And go.
3, 2, 1.
Dunking.
Druids go.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Start a little back.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Okay, right there.
Beware.
Good job. Group up, Barry. What's your debuff?
2 minutes.
If we can have somebody run up, they can pick up the orb.
Cautious swirl.
No, it's at like 55 seconds.
We need the extra time DPSing the boss, so burn it, and as soon as you get to like 10 seconds, run up.
Okay.
You and Stink McGee.
Still right side, yes.
Yes.
Just use the portal. Feel free to replace it.
3, 2, 1.
Dunking.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, heading up.
Three, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dunking.
3, 2.
Alright, Cramfair, make me.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Donkey.
Beware.
Voice.
Plus up everything you got.
Three, 2, 1.
Beware.
Look at
Okay,
that.
dodge the circles on the ground. Spread out. Run away from them. Farther away, less damage.
Three, 2, 1.
Beware.
Watch the
Beware.
brownies.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
3, 2.
Grab it's over now if you can.
Got it.
Thank yous.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
3,
I'll need extra heals.
1.
Beware.
Should I res?
Yeah, get some.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
3,
Are you safe, Stavern?
1.
Yep.
Charlie taunt when you.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Watch out, Cram.
Beware.
3,
Come on, 6%, please.
1.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
3, 2, 1.
3,
Beware.
Totally doable.
Officially our best pull ever, and we got this.
Yeah, Charlie, I think we just have to taunt at every 5 stacks. I don't know if DBM's telling us to or not.
Okay, yeah, it didn't yell at me when you told me to taunt.
Yeah, basically I taunted. I was looking at you at 10 stacks, so I taunted, and then I was at 7 because it tells us to taunt every 5 in phase 2 because that's when you cast the runaway poop on you. And could I bother someone for a res so we can do this?
Okay, and plus, I did not even look at my debuff to see if it was about to drop or anything when you told me to taunt whenever I can. I just taunted, and I never dropped my stacks. So I guess we'll watch for that too.
The debuff's on you. I thought Gahoon gets a buff when he keeps attacking the same target. He gets a buff.
Oh, it showed a stack of 10 of something on me, and you had a stack of 7 when I taunted.
It should go off right away as soon as you taunt.
Was it a red debuff?
I don't know. It was just big white numbers 10 to me.
So corrupting bite versus growing corruption. Growing corruption is why we got switched tank taunt, but his other thing doesn't say it does a dot or anything. Corrupt. Okay, guys, you got almost as many buffs as I can give you, and I don't even have Mark of the Wild.
Why not?
They took it away from Druids and never gave it back
Them bastards.
because Druids brought too much utility already.
I'll give Mark of the Wild to Priest. Yeah.
Yeah, you already have Fortitude.
Oh, who doesn't have anything for the group?
Really, they should give it to like Shaman. They need all the buffs they can.
Yeah, there you go.
Just like the last one, except 3% better, guys. Or 4, let's be greedy.
Yeah, I asked for 14% better, and you only gave me 11 jerks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
Dunking.
All right, next route.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Okay.
Drew.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
There.
Well,
3, 2,
I'm dead and dropped it.
too far away.
Beware.
Who doesn't have the debuff that can try to duo this with me so we can try to reset this so we don't all die?
Three, two, one.
Beware.
Come back a little bit.
Are we missing interrupts on the little guys? Because it seems like
Yeah.
a lot of us are dying at the top.
Yeah, that's what killed me is torments. But they hit hard up there.
Well, that means you were casting for long. We're really good on the big worm, but we can't forget about the little worms, okay? Those little worms will kill us once they get to halfway cast. Good job, Mangara and Barry, with those interrupts. But we gotta make sure we do them all. Try to get every single one. Okay, so we only need 100% better this time, guys. Not much. Well, yeah, you know how to get there, right? You just take this little thing on the ground and go to the front of the thing. In fact, let's everyone kind of go and repair so we don't have to do this a couple times. A couple people stay behind the summon and we'll rotate back and forth. Everyone go, and then we can all run back or something. It doesn't matter, but everyone just needs to go and
I just summoned myself and left.
the repair guy, Modern, don't run out unless you're trying to leave us. There's a repair guy right over there where everyone's. Then there's that triangle thing on the floor. You want to go to Mithrax, where we've been resing, and no problem.
Yeah, just say.
Sorry, to repair you go to the entrance?
There's
Yeah.
a guy just inside the entrance.
It's a vendor.
Perfect, thanks.
Fine out of range.
Just to let everybody know, if this ends on a 3% life left on Gahoon, I'm quitting the game forever. Tonight. Oh wait, we've got Thursday too.
All right,
Thursday, I'm
everyone.
quitting the game forever.
We are not going to need Thursday.
Everyone group up so we can give you some sweet buffs. I just don't know how far my scrolls go.
Give me that sweet, sweet buffing.
You got that AI now, Charlie. Increase your intellect for your runic power.
Hey, now I can be just like Tardennis, the most intelligent DK on the server.
That reference is lost on a lot of people here.
Wasn't he stacking int gear at some point on a DK?
Yes.
Not really. He
It was a ring.
like it was a ring with choice between a strength ring and an int ring, and he accidentally bought the int one and had it equipped for like 2 weeks before anyone realized.
You can put some upgrades into it. It was the legendary ring.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
All right, looks like you use your cell food if you haven't. Not a problem. Appreciate your kindness in the manner. For this
So-
boss, I hope most people brought some type of buff food, even if it's Legion. It's
Payne, can you drop cookies again?
I could make a bunch of feasts, except I don't have any red tail loot.
everyone grab cookies so he doesn't have to do this for a couple more attempts unless somehow you die and use 2 on this attempts. But no one's gonna die, so you only need 1. Everyone's ready, so focus up, sit up a little bit straighter, interrupt a little bit more, look a little bit prettier, like you're trying to woo that person that you're into on the other side.
Oh, good. Yeah.
One sexy guy, let me tell you.
Oh, Gahoon, I like it how you use those teeth right there.
Ooh.
5,
Oh god.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Too far, man.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
I need to get closer.
Alright, next group, get ready.
They get closer. Dunking.
3, 2, 1.
Dunking.
3, 2, 1.
Interrupt the big worm.
Beware. Beware.
A little back.
Yeah. I died.
Beware.
Slow motions, Mankara, see if you can go run the one on the right to save our lives.
I need a target.
I did.
I need to get
Cast that off on the big nasty one.
3, 2, 1.
And Marcus died when he picked up the orb.
Do we want Marcus to go up with Miro and Starvin to place his Transcendence then so we can spot?
Yeah, because I can
Just thought.
put it up anytime in that first phase, and it'll be ready for the second part.
I am Here's my concern, and I understand that, like, Marcus would then be a super secret safety valve up there. Is that if he does become a safety valve, and let's say Marubia dies because she gets looked at too hard by all the worms, then we have to wait longer in phase 2 before we can send up Barry and Stinky. Cram and Farron, and Marcus would have to go with Stavern or something like that.
But regardless, if we don't send, like, if Miro dies again, then we just wipe anyways, right?
Yeah, it would give us a chance to reset, is the idea there, yeah.
Can you line of sight those terrors? Like, if we stick to the outside edge of that hallway, does it prevent them from seeing us and damaging us?
No, they still stare pretty hard and can see through it. It's dumb.
They're like ultra creepers.
So they're like Santa Claus, but worse.
They're like Santa Claus' nasty cousin.
And their range is whatever range they.
And pretty much, like, the only way for us to really target interrupt them is if, like, we have people seriously paying attention to where the little beams are following, and if beams are going up as opposed to staying pretty horizontal. That's what I've been trying to look at, because I don't like people dying. It's not fun.
Yeah, you might just have to use your bark skin or something while you're up there just to hopefully stay alive or something. I don't know what else you can do that won't affect your runs.
Yep. Well.
So Marcus, go ahead, and if you want to plant your Transcendence with them, just in case it happens again, that allows us then to reset so we can get the perfect timing that we need to make this easy. If you're cool with that.
Yeah, I'm just up on the right side.
It's
No,
been on
it's-
the left side, but does that prevent him from then using that? Because he goes right after us and does the right side, right?
It only prevents him if he touches the orb.
Oh, okay.
So if you and Stavern don't die, then he's perfectly fine.
Okay.
If when you two die, then we probably should reset the boss, because we'll be waiting 40 seconds for the first group and then probably another 30 for the next.
I looked, and the base debuff time when I jump down is 3 minutes.
So it's somewhere between 2 and 3 minutes, because I don't think it's a full 3 minutes. And I know, because it doesn't say, it never says 1 minute, except when it's exactly 60 seconds left on it.
Yeah.
Do you have a Transcendence Stone, Stavern? Because I don't know what that is.
No,
Because-
you guys were just talking about a Transcendent Stone being up with us, so I wasn't sure if it was something I had to do.
No, it's
No,
all
it's a-
Marcus.
It's
Okay,
a
cool.
monk ability. It's a broken monk ability that basically he allows to put like his spirit one place else, run really far away, and then hit it, and it teleports him back to where he left his spirit. So like if you see where he's standing by, or one monk is standing by the purple, and you see another like ghost monk meditating on the other side of the cookie well, he could teleport back and forth between those on a cooldown, but yeah.
Okay.
I want to really thank the lock who gave me underwater breathing. I know I need it.
Now you can walk on water too.
Ooh, baby.
Oh goodness, we're doing all the things with water.
Oh, here goes the lag. Remember when that was a real issue? When DKs used their frost and it would
Yeah.
lag everybody out real bad?
Remember when DKs can kill people on a Nubarak?
4, 3,
Yeah, when you fell.
1.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dunking.
Next group.
3, 2, 1.
Dunking.
Druids go.
3, 2, 1.
Got a little back.
Three, two, one.
I need you, Stavern, right there. Forward a little.
Beware.
Thank you.
Oof.
Group up for heals.
Can we get a res on Demon? Or Barry, rather?
Yeah, Rezer. No one else dies, okay?
Now she doesn't have the deep.
Oh, I don't.
Is that true?
That is.
I do not have it now.
Too bad. Yeah, we don't have the stacked druids and have 12 of them.
Feel free to place the fort.
Do you want me to run up right away then?
Well, you need to wait for Stinky to help you, so it's all on his debuff.
Three, two, one.
Beware.
Okay, let's
Go,
start right
Barry.
3, 2, 1.
4, 3. Beware. 1.
Stinky, I need you up here. There you are.
3,
Beware.
1.
Oh, you're all the way over there already. Okay, sorry.
Can I get topped? I got Virulent Corruption before I go out.
Beware.
A little bit closer.
That's fair.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Ah,
3, 2, 1.
4, 3.
Last group go.
Beware. 1.
Everyone.
3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
Group up. Do as much damage as you can.
Three, two, one.
Beware.
Okay, get away from circle. Giant circle. This is us to survive. We can't do any damage to him, so get yourself.
3, 2, 1.
I say it's over in 20 seconds.
Try to stay 5 yards apart.
Watch out for pizza.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
B-res, it's over now.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Beware. Beware.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
2, 1. Beware. Beware.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1. Beware.
Taunt when you can.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Look away.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Cool down if you can without dying.
3, 2, 1.
Bear for me if you have to, then Charlie, taunt back. You should be.
3,
Didn't work.
Beware. 4,
3, 2, 1.
Stay alive and you should be alright. Just kite the puddles around the circle, the pepperoni.
3, 2.
Damn.
You got this. It's over now.
Oh, he didn't bubble Hearth. I thought he was a paladin.
Oh, 2%.
It really pissed me off.
So guys, the big thing is here. We can't be dying early in the fight or early on in phase 3. You gotta be vigilant and self-aware of the exploding pepperoni pools.
Overall, it seemed like we did better on the pepperonis that time, though.
It was corruption that killed.
The trying to go from like one side to the other and knowing where to go part, like to get low people, is kind of hard. Not that we can do anything about it. If I do it better,
Ideally,
it'll be easier.
ideally that Charlie and I should be keeping the boss in the middle, so you guys just have to like rotate around the boss and no one should be really out of range.
Well, I mean, like I was healing somebody on one that was coming down because they were low, and then somebody needed healing on the other side, so I had to go over there.
Oh, early on?
Yeah, I don't remember when it was.
Like phase 1 or phase 2?
I think it was phase 2. And that's why I think that's why Barry went down, because she was like low, and I had gone from the side she was on to the other side.
Yeah.
That big old exploding thing happened.
So Garex will be your super secret backup runner. So if Barry dies and he'll just slide into that role. That's what I'm questioning, but we need. So here's the concern I'm going to be open with everybody since we're all pushing this together. When you add people, the debuff that the carriers get will go longer. So we're adding DPS, so we should be able to get through to phase 3 quicker if our ball game's on point. With that being said, like Barry, I'm going to ask again what your debuffs at. You know, keep me posted. Worst case scenario, we can add another group that would get this other group. But I'm expecting that it might add 15 to 20 seconds, which is fine. So we can burst DPS that much longer, so we guaranteed to get to 20%.
Are you guys doing all of that without a lust?
We're doing it with drums.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the 3%, baby.
Baby.
Don't even need your LEDs.
Yeah, I'll just stand here and lust at phase 2. The end of phase 2.
All right. So just missing priest buff, and I'm good. Interrupts are super important on the Cyclopean terrors, especially if they're targeting a druid that's not legless, because we need them. All right, we got this. We need 14% better because I want to kill this guy with 10%.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, damn it. Oh well.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dunking.
Next group.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Druids, get ready and go.
3, 2, 1.
Big worm is up.
Beware.
Don't forget about the little guy.
Okay, a little back mirror.
Right there, Stafford.
Beware. Beware.
Group up for hugs and heal.
Watch out for the ball coming in.
Barry, what's your debuff?
2 minutes.
Let me know when it breaks under.
60.
Yeah, no, it's at 55.
Feel free to move the fort.
3, 2, 1.
Dunking.
Beware.
Whatever they.
3,
Heading
What's
to
your
5.
debuff at?
We're at 20 now. 10 heading up.
3,
Stinky go.
2, 1.
4, 3, beware. 2, 1.
I'm in Blood Feast. I can't go up yet.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Best group.
I got it by myself that time.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Beware.
Lost and burn, right?
Take your orbs out, though.
Do we want the red?
Yes, please.
Probably.
I gotta
I
keep
can't reach
DPSing.
Beware.
Get away from big circle.
Running. Use your health stones if you have them.
3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. Beware.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt Charlie.
Beware. Beware.
3, 2,
Gazing for.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, damn it.
We have a res to get somewhere.
1.
2, 1. Beware. Beware.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1. Beware. Beware.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2,
Beware.
1.
3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
Is it because we're waiting too long for the reset on our?
No, we were really good going to phase 3. It comes down to people avoiding avoidable damage.
Do we want to stay in phase 2 a little longer so everyone can stack in the second ad, and then, or do you want to just rush to phase 3 as fast as possible?
The second ad allows us to drop a debuff, right? And it doesn't drop
Yeah,
otherwise.
anyone that's in the feast can then drop their debuff. So we go into phase 3 taking a little less damage. Well, and then if we're stretching it, then by the end of it, everyone will have like 2 less ticks, so it'll be a little better.
Shit, I can never get to it.
So we want to go the run the orb slower in phase 2.
Yeah.
I mean, not a whole lot. Because that second ad was about to come out, wasn't it?
Do you want me to go heals? There were a lot of times DPS were just real low.
Yeah, this is a healing intensive fight, so if you go heals, no one should ever die.
So did you want me to run slower when I go up there? Because I've been trying to go as fast as I can.
You going as
just
fast
can-
as you can is fine. It's the second and third one. We can't dunk the third one until we get the second ad.
Okay.
Ideally, the third orb for that second phase dunks as soon as the second ad spawns, and then beam will just kill it, and then we're already stacked and we can lust. We just have to be careful because we will all be stacked there to make sure if you have it, you run out and you drop the orb so it doesn't like spread throughout the whole group.
I'm really proud of all you guys tonight, and we're doing really good. Like it.
Bobsleigh? Thank you,
Just
sir.
so Melee knows, I only got about 6 of those left, and 12 of the caster ones left. So we're running out.
Sorry, Stavern, isn't the health stone share a cooldown with that, and isn't the health stone better?
Yeah, I believe it does.
The answer to that is no.
Oh, it don't?
As a tank, your healing pot will share the same cooldown as your DPS pot, I think. Because I'm able to use a health stone and a health pot on every point.
I thought I used both of them last fall.
You might be able to, so people don't have to make that choice, but
If we're using the healing potions, are we going to be able to use our battle potions?
that's
Yes.
what I don't know of.
Yes, I don't know.
I believe so. It's a different cooldown.
Right, straighten up, focus, do this for Sarth, who's not with us tonight. Do it for him.
Do we have any extra Vantis runes I can grab?
Open trade with the Legless.
Wait, which fight are you guys doing? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do you want some help?
Well, I think with the extra healer will help keeping us alive because that's the one thing that's, hurting us at the end there. See.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have a healer that's very
I just
geared
switched to heal, so we can pull in.
No, G-Rax should help a lot on.
Well, can I get an invite?
Yes. I don't have you in B.
I'll message you. Hold on.
Okay, thanks.
How do I know if I Vantis ruined? I know this is a stupid question to ask.
We have buff
get
that
a
has
buff.
a 7-day timer.
Yeah. It says
don't have
Vantis
it.
Rune, Gahoon, 7 days remaining.
Target Gahoon and then use it.
Ah, I didn't use mine the whole night. Yeah, I gave one for everybody else.
That was the 2% right there, man.
Dude, I was about to say that was 2%. Because you would have stayed alive 2% longer and done 2% more damage, which makes 4% more overall. That's fake math, by the way.
Mm.
As long as it comes with French fries, I'm okay.
Of course, now we got 2 more people in the group. That's going to make it a little bit.
Well, that's gonna help us guarantee that we get the
Second ad.
second ad, hopefully. So unless Barry's like that first group that goes in, unless their timer's like ridiculously long, we can have group 6 possibly run if we need to, or we could just be patient and out heal phase 2, which I think we have the people to do that now. Gear X and Tech, dude. Is there a point where we can DPS Gahoon that we don't need to use Lust in that transition phase? Like if he's sitting at like, oh, you know, 70%, does that mean we don't use it because we're just gonna knock him down to 20 anyway, or is that still we should use it? No.
Well, it depends.
I don't know, he did get a 5% nerf, so I don't really know if, you know, with the beam and our current DPS, if we need Lust there, but we definitely want to hit the 20% right out. But if we can give it a try and see if we can get through that second beam without using Lust.
On Mythic, my guild, we've been doing as soon as the transition stops and he does the falling the roof thing. As soon as that's over, that's when we usually pop Lust. And but that's
Right, so
I don't know if that's
phase.
better than doing it during the beam. I don't.
That's to get through the pizza faster.
Well, even when we didn't get him down right after the second beam to 20%, like that phase went fine. We got the ad down and then knocked him to 20% like right after, and like it was still smooth.
Also, in phase 2, we should be, I think, focusing or at least cleaving onto the smaller ad, the first one, but the second one will just die to the beam if we trigger it properly. And the second one will be real big because we'll have the whole raid stacked in that Blood Feast minus the runners and the tanks.
Okay.
So which feast do I need to go? Second and fourth, or which I don't know.
There'll only be 2 feasts. There's one
Oh,
feast
okay.
which only the tanks will go in with the person that's afflicted by the feast. And then the second feast, anyone that can get into it, go into it. If you have the orbs and they're about to pop in the middle of the group, definitely run out. Like, it's worth not trying to spread that and not getting
Right,
the
right,
feast
yeah.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, we were pushing phase 2 with only one ad, and not everyone was was able to drop their.
I put down a moon marker on the beam phases. Let's try to stack on that for just healing purposes.
I can't hit Gahoon.
Sorry, I'll turn that off.
If you were here, you would have had some of that. Who didn't have it? Who didn't else think get attack power? Because that bothers me. I get buffed everyone.
I don't have a target.
Maybe they're out of range if they're up on the platform.
If it's a lockdown, I don't care if he doesn't get it. He was out of range. Love you, stinky man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
I'm out of range.
A little closer.
It's too far away.
Next group, get ready.
Dunking.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dunking.
Druid.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Stop.
Three, two, one. I need to get closer.
Is that good?
Perfect.
Beware. Beware.
Stack on moon.
Watch out for the ball.
I'm out of range. Three, two, one.
Dunking? Oh, feel free to move the port.
Debuff is still saying 2 minutes. Now it's down to 55.
Three,
Go up when it says 10.
Beware.
three, two, one.
4, 3. Beware.
Tanks get in that.
Three, two, one.
Focused on the ad.
Beware.
Three, two, one.
Beware.
I can't reach Stinky or.
Dunking.
Two, one.
Do we want to go now? Oh, the blood feast is coming out, so we're going.
Beware.
All right, everyone in this blood feast, get ready to do the next dunk.
What?
Three,
Ready?
two, one.
Like every Tuesday?
Dunk as soon as you can.
Beware.
I have you in the background, but I'm hardly paying attention to it because I'm reading.
Three, two, one.
Oh shit. Same commander.
Everyone on moon.
Poor guy.
You guys were the runners. Thank you for sacrificing.
Did I miss my DPS?
Three, two, one.
Nice. Get him 20.
Beware.
All right, just stay alive here. Everyone move. Get away from the collapses.
Whoop whoop, we got
The moon
this.
doesn't take damage, so don't bother
Got
damaging it.
this. Oh shit.
Make sure you're spread 5 yards.
Two, one.
Beware. Beware.
Trying to clear spot. No, I am not. Yeah.
Three, two, one.
3, 2, 1.
Look away.
Beware.
Three, two,
Remember to use your health zones.
Beware.
three, two, one.
3, 2, 1.
Look away.
Three, two, one.
Beware. Beware.
Three, two, one.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Look away.
3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
3, 2.
Are there any reses?
Beware.
Yeah.
Two.
Oh shit.
Get slow motions up.
Oh my god, we got this.
2.
We got this, we got this, we got this.
Beware.
Two percent go.
2%, 2%, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it.
There's another B res if you can do it.
Look away.
3,
Oh, we need one more. We need a
Just
DPS
DPS
up.
and kill it.
Beware.
Need a DPS up.
If you can,
buddy.
try to get me up.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Beware.
Let's get it, let's get
Or
it, let's get
anybody.
it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Oh, please, no. Oh, for the love of God, no.
Fucking good work. Good work.
Beware.
Good job.
Congrats,
And I
everybody.
died.
Yeah.
He killed me with his last dying breath. What a jerk.
Great work, everyone. And thanks to the visitors and guests who joined us and helped with that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thanks for coming in at the end there like a goddamn angel.
Do we want to do a picture just to post to say that we actually got it?
Yes.
Fucking please.
Make sure you tag Blue.
Which way are we looking?
I forgot how to get rid of my UI.
Alt Z.
That brings up some other stuff.
It's Alt Z for me.
Well, something to do with my video card. Because it brings up GeForce experience.
Yeah, raid's over. He can go. I made an
So
executive decision.
Unless we want to re-clear this again on Thursday, reset it and re-clear on Thursday. I don't know how many people would be up for that. But we could still show up Thursday. We can just do guild shenanigans, whether it's just mythics or islands or just something relaxing before we start doing paladins that are going to bubble hearth on us when we get them to 1%.
Oh,
Yeah, so-
Stavron, you think you want Voidbinder?
Well, no, he still doesn't have it. But yeah, I
I
was telling
know.
the story about
Oh, you are.
Marubi had it before
my
both of
Vol'jin
them.
quest. That would have been bad.
Oh, I made all these Vantis runes for no reason. I wonder if they'll make any money in the auction house.
They will.
If you sell them now,
Probably this week, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I got 2 left.
Whoa, that's nice tech.
I just want to say I'm very proud of y'all, especially the ones who are guild and do this all the time. If you want to look up the bosses, go look up at the Fat Boss PTR experiences. Most of them are probably going to be pretty accurate for how we do things. So, first couple bosses seem straightforward for what we do. So, thank you and good night, Detroit.
Yes. Thanks for coming, everyone. And thanks for leading, those of you who are leading. Thanks for running, those of you who are running. Good team effort.
Well, at least my death up there wasn't in vain.
It was not in vain.
All right,
I'm
good night,
not
everybody.
quite dead.
Good
Night,
night.
Stavron.
Those
So,
were
Tech,
my-
how is your rating going?
Past 2 or 3 weeks, been wiping on Mythic, but Sunday night we got him down to 6%. So
Excellent.
I think we're gonna get cutting edge on.
Sweet.
I don't know. Once we got Gahoon to 6%, it